G'day guys, and welcome to my little underground base. Come join me and let's have a little bit of a look inside. So this is obviously the entrance where the zombies will enter. A couple of little pumpkins in case they want to eat them. They come down here and down into our little base here. As you can see, we've got blade traps and all that sort of exciting goodies. So ideally we're going to be sitting behind here, similar to our other electric base, and we've got a clear line of sight for repairing the blade traps, which is excellent. Let's just do a little bit of exploring, because it's not just a horde base, it's a home as well. First off, we've got the battery bank that controls everything with a couple of switches. First switch is the blade traps, second switch is the electric fences, or either or, I forget which one. So you turn those on during the Horde Night. But as you come in here, you've got another little hatch which leads down. So we'll go down all the way down here, because as I said, it's not just a horde base, you want a bit of a home as well. We come through a nice little secured vault door there, which hopefully keep the zombies out. And then we've got a workshop in here, we've got a standard workbench, we've got a chem station, and we've got a nice little forge here to keep us occupied, keep our tools in there. Of course, you can't be working all the time, you've got to be exercising when you're not running from zombies, keep up that cardio. Little bed and all that sort of stuff. So as you can see, you can really design this place out, make a nice little home for yourself. Probably need a toilet and a kitchen, all that sort of thing as well. Hopefully the toilet and the kitchen are not the same place. Okay, so we're coming back topside, guys, and we've made a couple more alterations. I've moved where the electric fences are, and well, I've moved a fair bit of electric fences. What I've decided is to put the electric fences along here, as you can see, and then the wires pass along from one side to the other side. The reason behind this was I originally had the electric fences behind the stairs here, and they'd run all the way to the back. Now, what was happening was sometimes if a cop or something would explode, the area damage would be sufficient enough that it would damage the electric fence behind the stairs, and then that would render the whole fence kind of obsolete, or that area obsolete. So we're kind of circumventing it by doing that. You'll also notice we've got these little vault doors there, which I can just hit. These two here, those all drop down, and then we got a couple of SMGs and a couple of shotguns either side. Now again, there was a fair bit of testing with this. The doors had to drop down that way. If they folded upwards, then they'd be in the way of the turrets and they wouldn't be able to fire through, which was slightly painful, so we had to test that. Now I also had the doors on the outside here so that the turrets were one step closer, and then the doors would fold in, and then basically it stopped the pathing for the zombies to come down. So that was another mistake. We tested that, and so that's why we've ended up with the doors going inwards and downwards like that. Learn from my mistakes and my little bit of time finding it out. So yeah, with all that set up, I did before have a pressure plate. I originally had a pressure plate back here, but it was kind of getting in the way when I was moving about here, killing the zombies. I'd kind of move back sometimes and accidentally trigger the pressure plate. Sometimes it felt like I was even a block across and I was still triggering it, so that was a bit of a pain. So that's what we ended up going with. So hopefully this time it works after I said a fair bit of testing. I'm never too hopeful about the blade traps. The blade traps are very fickle. All it takes is a demo or a cop to explode, or it can survive one cop explosion if it's got a fair bit of health, but a demo explosion will just destroy it. But everything else should hold up pretty well. So let's find out how well it holds up. Oh, and dart traps here, of course. There's for that one, and the dart traps will just shoot forwards. Anyhow, let's find out how well it all holds up. I've got 3,000 ammo again, 1,000 forged steel, 500 forged iron, 1,000 electrical parts, 1,000 mechanical, 25 repair kits. Now, I'm not going to need all that. I've just got that as a nice round numbers just so we can see at the end how much I've used. That's the plan. Let's see what we get. Also, one final bit of a tip, trick, whatever. See how it's going that way? Since it's going from this electric fence to the other one, that will mean none of those will get damaged behind there, and all these will be damaged as the zombies trip over them. So I'll have to come back here and repair them as per needed. But it should be pretty okay. I might lose one or two if I'm not careful, but I'm thinking I should be alright. Okay, let's fire up a Horde Night, see how we go. Okay, God mode and all that sort of shenanigans is off. It's about to tick over. Let's reload the gun. I feel like that'd be useful. Pop up that. That's even going to be more useful. Turn these on. Now we're going to feel a little bit safe. We're not going to need the dart traps and all that sort of stuff straight away, so we'll can all that. And we'll just see how we fare at the start. We could even perhaps just hand them one of these. Just see if they want to take that. There we go. Get rid of the cop there. There's a demo just behind him, which isn't inviting. He made a bit of distance. Let's see how this is kind of going. Yeah, not too bad. Those are pretty okay. Great fun the grenades are. Always a good time. And all getting held up the end there. So it's allowing me to play with grenades a little bit more. So, speaking of which, let's just cook this. There you go, guys. And some more grenade shenanigans. Let's pop another one in, just for funsies. Ooh, nice. That's working quite nicely. How's everything going? Yeah, a little bit of damage. Not too bad. Not really needed to repair it too much. The good thing is the traps are slowing them down nicely. So the blade traps... Well, the fences are slowing them down nicely. So the blade traps aren't getting damaged as easily. So that's always good. This is going the best it has so far. I'm loving this. This is going so great. It's only these I've got to keep an eye on. But yeah, they're not doing too bad at all. Only the sneaky little doggies and stuff just allows us to play with grenades a bit more. Look at that. In you go. Oh. Yeah, that's good fun. This is definitely one of the best it's gone so far. Easily. Yeah, grenades. Grenades are definitely going to be the call here. Give those a couple of repairs. How's everything going here? Yep, nothing's getting damaged. That's all good. Pop another one in there. Beautiful. It's just the AoE effect where it just takes care of everything. It's just wonderful. Let's make sure he's nice and dead. Oh, Doggy's trying to make it all the way up here. Yeah, Doggy's the only little painful one. We're not even painful. Just kind of like sneaking up here, that's all. Oh, and the blade traps just mince them as they try and make their way up here. You haven't got a chance, guys. Get rid of you. Get rid of him. Whoa, he exploded a little bit. See, it did a little bit of damage to the blade traps there, but took out his mates as well. So, happy days. So we can kind of pick our targets and stuff here. We just keep an eye out for demos and stuff. So it's pretty relaxed here. Again, this is... I know I've said this a few times, but it's definitely going the best it has so far. So the only thing I could have done was have the fences lower so to catch the dogs as they're coming in. That was about the only change that I'd have. Aside from that, everything's working pretty wonderful. Whoa, see, there you go. There was a demo. Just took out a whole bunch of stuff, which is a little bit annoying. And by a bunch of stuff, I just mean the blade traps. So, yeah, that was just my fault there, but hey, what can you do? Liberal use of grenades is what we can do. Tell you what, they're all sitting there. How about you play with that? Oh, there you go. That brings up the lag a little bit, doesn't it? Throw a grenade in there for good measure. Oh, wow. Okay. Kind of destroying my computer a little bit by the looks of it. The only time I'm getting hit is when these guys are kind of like glitching through here and I'm kind of missing it, besides that guy hit me in the face just then. Yeah, so the electric fences are just doing a great job. I'm loving this underground base. It's just a shame that the blade traps had to die. And there's the morning chimes, which is always good to hear. Some of these guys are getting a little trapped in here, which are a little bit hard to see. There's his head. If we could just pick off the last of these, it shouldn't be too many left. I think we're getting close to the end of the little horde here. Is he going to die? Oh, we've still got a screamer. Well, that's always interesting. Grab her before she gets a little bit excited. Okay, so that was Horde Night. Yeah, the only thing that went badly there was the blade trap. It's really hard to avoid the blade traps going down, especially in a confined area like that and where the demos or the cops can just explode and it's kind of all over. You may have seen, I'm pretty sure we had one cop explosion. That was okay. I could repair that pretty well because the zombies were being staggered a fair bit. They weren't getting to the blade traps and allowing me to throw grenades all day, which was great. But yeah, it was just that demo going off at the back I just couldn't get to, and yeah, that was the end of the blade traps. Let's just have a little quick bit of a look at the inspection for damage. We may turn the electric fences off first. I feel like it's a solid idea. Okay, so this took about 5,000 damage, 6,000. Yeah, about the same over here. A little bit would have been from grenades and stuff, but not too bad. The stairs took a little bit of damage, but again, they're not really doing too bad here. They're at least over half, and that's good enough. Yeah, for a max level horde, insane, nightmare, all those sort of shenanigans, this place held up pretty well, and it wouldn't take too much to repair it, which is what we want. We don't want to be spending the entire next couple of days just repairing the entire lot. Okay, so I've repaired most things, the doors, walls, and all that sort of stuff, so let's just have a bit of a look at a tally of what's cost us. Okay, so in terms of ammo, you could say we used close to 900, just over 901 if you really want to be exact, because we started with 3,000. We used about 200 steel, 58 forged iron, 58 electrical parts, a couple of mechanical parts, and a few repair kits. Oh, and the 45 grenades as well, we should probably count. So yeah, not really too bad for a day 7,000 Horde Night, max difficulties, all that sort of stuff. I think it went really well. What do you guys think? Especially these wires, it just held them in place. Molotovs would have been probably quite nice here as well. Tossing a few Molotovs down. If you're going to do that, make sure you got water on hand, because if you're anything like me, setting yourself on fire is a bad time. Also, if you look at the time, you can see how quickly it took me to repair everything. Hasn't taken that long. We can go out, do adventures and stuff for the rest of the day, and we've got a horde base to come back to. So yeah, turned up quite nicely. Very happy with this. Probably one of the better horde bases I've done so far. Yeah, especially for an underground base. Yeah, it's really good. Instead of your normal elevated bases, this has turned out fantastic. Let me know what you guys think. Is there anything I could do to improve this? I don't know about the blade traps. I would still keep using them, but yeah, a demo just ruins their day entirely. Thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you guys next time. See you later, guys.